Everyone said online that dry hatching was easier, cleaner, and more natural for quail eggs, so I decided to try it myself. No added humidity, no misting, just letting nature and my incubator do its thing. Was it a complete success? Did I lose any chicks? Now, in today's video, I'm going to share exactly what happened, what I learned the hard way, and whether I would actually recommend dry hatching quail eggs to beginners. Stay with me because if you're planning to hatch quail, this could save your entire hatch batch. So what dry hatching actually is. Now, before I show you my results, let's quickly explain what dry hatching really means. So dry hatching will result in lower humidity and less intervention. Standard incubation usually keeps humidity at 45 to 55% early on. In dry hatching, you maintain humidity around 25 to 30% during days 1 to 14. No adding water unless the humidity drops extremely low. You only bump humidity up at lockdown, the final 3 days, in order to help the chicks hatch safely. And the goal here is to mimic natural drier conditions, supposed to reduce bacteria, sticky chicks, and hatch complications. So when I first heard about it, it sounded perfect. Less work, healthier chicks, sign me up. So how did I set up my dry hatch exactly? So here's exactly how I set it up. I started off with the incubator, nurture right 360 with fan. Also, the temp that I used was then 0.5 steady. The humidity started dry, hovering between 27 to 30% naturally. No water added until day 15, which is the lockdown, and the automatic turner running until day 15. Now, as an added extra step, I placed a dry sponge inside the incubator, but only added water at lockdown. I also kept a second thermometer inside the incubator. Trust but verify. Built-in ones are often wrong. So what are the results? What are the good, the bad, the ugly, the unexpected? And now what you really came here for, what actually happened. So here's what went well. Higher hatch rate than my last wet hatch. 15 out of 20 eggs hatched. The chicks were strong, active, fluffed up very fast after hatching, and there was no sticky chick problem. The chicks getting glued inside the shell, which was basically the sticky chick issue. And also there was no mold, there was no red rotten egg smell. The incubator stayed super clean. So here's what surprised me. 3 things actually. Starting with number 1, a few chicks took longer to hatch, in between 20 to 24 hours after peeping. Also, I had 2 chicks that shrink wrapped slightly because humidity didn't rise fast enough at lockdown. And thirdly, lastly, I had to manually assist 1 chick because the membrane dried out around it. And hearing that tiny little beep and realizing the chick was stuck, my heart dropped. Helping it hatch safely was so emotional. So would I recommend dry hatching for beginners? The short answer is yes, but with some caution. So it's good if your natural environment is humid enough, between 40 to 60% room humidity. It's good if you're using a reliable incubator, and it's also good if you're ready to bump humidity fast during lockdown. But it's not ideal in these 2 situations. It's not ideal if you live in a very dry area like desert, cold winters with heaters and so forth. And it's not good if your incubator struggles to hold temperatures or humidity steady. So here's my advice. If you're a beginner and your local air is moderate to humid, dry hatching quail could actually make you make your life so much more easier. But be ready to act fast at lockdown because the humidity doesn't rise enough. You need to add the water. And here is a simple checklist that I've added for you to follow if you're trying dry hatching yourself. You can grab my free dry hatching for quails checklist below with setup, humidity targets, and where to add water and when to add it as well. So hatching your own quail chicks is one of the most magical experiences you could ever go through, but getting the humidity right can make or break it. So comment below, have you ever tried dry hatching? Would you try it after seeing my results? Like the video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more homesteading and backyard bird tips, and grab your free checklist linked below. Take care and I'll see you in the next one.